we are still very rural in nature. We are still very rural. The problem centers on urbanization. In Otukpo, in Ubokolo, in Otukpa Junction. Okay? In Igumale, all the semi-urbanized. Every local government headquarters now is semi-urbanized. And when they get there, they want to, what they call hustle. They want to fend for themselves. Daddy, I'm going to fend for myself. You give me instruction, you're wasting your time. So they control. The parents are losing control because of their incapacity to sustain the children. They have no capacity. And they are flooded everywhere. You have them. Some finish from the polytechnic, some finish they are with you, you can't. You are sitting at home with your wife. Probably go to one or small farm and come back. You come back, tell you, let's go to farm and say, Daddy, I'm going to hustle. By the time you know, you say you can't find him. Then police come and tell you, you are looking for Oche. Oche is my son, I haven't seen him for 2 days. Bam. The solution lies in employment. And the employment I'm talking about is not a salary employment. It's not necessarily a salary employment. I'm happy that a lot of our boys doing shoes at home now. A lot are into decoration. A lot are onto tailoring. But there are a large number that want it quicker than that. That is a problem that nobody have a pinpoint solution. The Ochutuko a few years ago, I think it's 2019. Yes, a few years ago, he composed a committee, a security committee, or security monitoring committee, you call it. I was the chairman. Unfortunately, the chairman of the local government wasn't carried along, and he didn't like the thing seriously, because it comprises retired officers and soldiers from each village. And we map out, you see, the responsibility. People want to be given responsibility and recognized. My friend, in your village, your uncle that was a sergeant in the army in that village knows everything. He knows all his kings and their children. And they know who smokes wee. They know who is a pickpocket. They know who is not doing job and just came back home. They want to know where he bought his car from. That is the cut of the village, isn't it? We wanted to do that, to identify. My friend, we're talking of that. The sale of tramadol, 400 milligram. It's not, Nigeria recognized 250 milligram. You know the one they import is 400 milligram, and that it is sold by an Igbo chemist in every village. It's sold in every, and I'm one of those who went to church. Why must we allow this? That small Okonkwo, Chimezi, that small chemist. It's small. It sells sachet with hot drink. What do they call it? That's small.
Gin.
100 naira. 50 naira. Let them mention us. Then by the side, they ask you whether you have shine your eye. Tell her, oh, you do mark like this. Their tongue is blue. You know, we can. And I said we can. We can. I'm from Upu. There was a time we had a meeting in the village. We said, look, we named the alcoholics and banned them from taking alcohol in the village. Anybody who sold it to them, the person will be banned in the village. That cannot happen. And it happened. I said, look, they say, I'm not selling to you. Someone, you have been banned. And they tell you who are, it's not even secret. If you take alcohol, bam. The clan that have India hemp, they say, look, if you do that, you'll be banned. Nobody does this again. In a little setting, in a community where everybody knows everybody, it can. That is the problem with urbanization, where everybody is independent. You see, what you do is to contain your culture, your norms of the society. You maintain the norm of society. Which friend did you bring yesterday? The people were drinking there. Everybody knows that you have brought a friend. If anything goes wrong there, they say, no, that man brought one friend. Where did he come from? Tactically, they even come and show you and say, you have a visitor. My friend, where are you from? They will tell you, where are you from? Well, you come and visit us here today. Ma'am, that tells you they want to know in case something goes wrong. That's community. You know, again, that is where in the community they say everybody is involved in the community policing, because you shine your eye, see the wrong thing. You see a portmanteau in the bush, you can't see it alone. You call the next person, see what I have seen. The next meter, the ward head has known that something is on the bush there. They are sending you to go there to go and look at it. You see, that's community. But it can only happen in our communities, the small communities. And anybody with hot head will leave the community. You may have been aware of the cost Ochotukpo laid on all the cultists. Okay, that have been part of it because we are very close to the Ochotukpo, and we've been thinking about the solutions because everybody has the parents, but very clearly the parents have no hold on most of the children. That is it. For our own, which is a low-level one now. A low level. Tell me who has 10 million naira in Otukpo? Who have 10 million naira in Otukpo? We're wasting our time. So they go as low as that. And I think because we are a low-income community, the high-powered ones haven't come to our area. They won't find any money. They won't find. So what our boys learn from them is, okay, how do I do this thing and succeed? You know, first of all, think of it. You must have the avenue. You must also think of possibility of succeeding. And you don't succeed until you have picked the money and nobody got you. It's all a process. It's all a process. Police is nowhere. Police is nowhere. I'm not trying to insult the police. But how does the police function? The DPO has with one Land Rover had no money for fuel. You go and tell it to you go and report to even go and change the car, you have to fuel his motor. Is it that one that this rascal they will hurry to come and do what? So we hope that with talking and advocacy, with correct advocacy and pressure on communities, each community will start taking care of. The two twins that were, you are aware of the twins? You are aware they have been released, but did you know how they were released? Okay, they were taking them away. They were accosted by that roundabout, no roundabout, and they said, "Who are they? Not the children." The girl said, "No, it's not our parent." Finished. They caught them. And he said, "It's Uncle ABC that took us." He knew the boy who took them, who lived next to their street. He said, "No, it's Uncle who took us." The boy have disappeared from Otukpo now, and I'm hoping he will never come back to Otukpo. You see, those are local ones. Twins belonging to one woman. Two. How do you want her to sleep? How do you want the father to sleep? You see? But like you said, the thing to do is to know the problem and attempt the solution. Our own Idoma, Otukpo, Olo, Opoga axis, Idomoga axis, there's now Ohimini axis to Boju. They come at market days, they will lay vehicles and women at market days. So look what one, but those who I think we can sort that locally. We can support it locally. I'm happy that the army have decided they are a detachment of soldiers now, and there are roadblocks with presence of soldiers up to Gobia. Up to Gobia, we see presence of soldiers. Up to Igumale, there are presence of soldiers. Up on the Ogleo side, going to Tupa, there are soldiers. To Little Moga side, to Bokolo, there are soldiers on the road there, which gives a presence of the level of confidence. Even because of they are not the daredevil ones, it's actually trying to stem the situation. I just told you that the security problem is Hydra-headed. It's so Hydra-headed that the reasons are so many. That's just one of them. You remember Bono Sheriff in Meduguri? Do we forget so soon? You remember Bono Sheriff? You remember him publicly in one Salah. He was sending trailers to Boko Haram in their camp. That time they were still not the type of Boko Haram now. Okay, he was saying he was pacifying them. Pacifying them. Okay, when you don't want problem, you get them together, you empower them. Sometimes you want things to cool down, but most times they are not content to, especially if they have power. Some they're not content. So that is why many governors are saying they are not negotiating anymore. it's endless if you negotiate. Very unfortunate, it's endless. So our youth that have been used to take us to the position, they are waiting as an army at home, idle, my brother, when they are idle. And they just got money. So you are asking them to go to farm, to go and do laborer, you know, and they hang about. Why not? Sometimes they go do labor job, carpentry, mason, a lot of them. Some of them into shoemaking. A lot of them are having sense to go and do something. Handwork all over the place. Carpentry. A lot of them are doing it. Some of them don't want to wait for that. Some of them must go into some level of crime. I started by telling you that every community deserves a number of criminals. The system must put you in such a way. I hope you also know that in the Scandinavian country, they are hiring their prisons out to other countries to bring prisoners. Because the mechanism in the society have been such a way that you don't have to commit a crime at all. Don't have to. There's no stealing. Nobody steals your car. No armed robbery. Also, the prison, they are depopulating the prison. They are sending them to civil service work because there's nobody in the prisons. Education and hard work. And education, you can never lose anything by education. By educating yourself, opportunities will come. Education and hard work. A man who just left school, a vagabond in the village who left school, once he go to college for education and comes back, he's a different person. His dressing changes, his gait changes. This is education. Even if he's not employed. If he ventures to go to the university and comes back, his thinking changes. His thinking changes. More productive. Productive in this case can be either left or right. Yes, he becomes more productive. He becomes front-oriented. So education, self-discipline, and self-discipline. That is the bedrock of any development of the youth. And we continue to impact on them to continue to train. Self-discipline will go a long way in helping others.
Hi, my name is Oche Regina. You are watching me live on APA TV. Visit our social media platform to watch, like, share, and subscribe to APA TV channel. APA TV channel, my culture, my pride.